Well, good morning, Dirtfish Rally friends, and welcome to the Friday morning. It's the first day proper of Rally Mexico, and what a day we have in front of us. We have 132 of some of the roughest, toughest, most challenging competitive kilometers ahead of us today. Listen, as is always the case here in Mexico, Friday can be a day of attrition, but rather than hearing about the stages from me, let's go and have a little chat with some of our drivers. It's a very traditional start, this one. El Chocolate Otates, the second one. Ortega, apologies for that. Then into Las Minas, and then into the Parc d'Exposition. Let's have a quick word. Can we grab one or two words, Elvin? Elvin, obviously a massive challenge ahead of you this morning, first on the roads. You know what, though? In Shakedown yesterday, first on the road, you did a very decent job. Anything can happen out there today?
Yeah, we have to, just get on with it, really. It's we know historically it's not easy, but, what can you do?
What is the biggest challenge of the stages today?
I think there's a lot of change of character, to be honest, and even from one stage to the next, they change quite a lot. It goes from very slow to very fast. Obviously, it's going to be, hard on the car. It can be quite rough, so, there's a lot of challenges here in Mexico.
In some ways, though, we're standing under the tree in the shade here. It's reasonably cool this morning. Obviously, the temperature will rise quite quickly. That'll help. The cooler it is, the better it is for these cars.
Yeah, especially at altitude here, but for sure the real challenge, I guess, from the heat perspective will come in the afternoon.
Good stuff, Elvin. We'll let you crack ahead. We'll grab a quick word. Always great to speak to Elvin. Isn't he looking strong? He looks strong physically. He looks strong mentally. But we'll have a quick word with Scott Marston, because, Scotty, it is a challenging event for drivers, for cars, and for co-drivers, this one. It's not a comfortable event. I don't know if there's any comfortable events, but this one's not a comfortable event, is it?
No. The temperature is really hot, demanding stages, and concentration's key. So, but let's see. It's going to be important to get into a good rhythm, not try to push too hard, and see what happens.
He does look good, though, doesn't he? He looks physically, he looks in great shape. Your driver, mentally, he looks in great shape. There's something different about him this year. He does look good physically. David Evans is sniggering. He does. He just looks fit and prepared. But that's important.
Yeah, I think all the guys have to be.
You do as well, by the way.
Yeah. But I just sit there and turn pages. I don't have to be too fit, but no, all the drivers have to be very fit. Because that gives them the positive, the positive attitude. And it's little things like that make the difference. So hopefully we're ready to give it a go this morning.
The first two stages this morning, very traditional. Yeah, you watched that time. Very traditional. Tell me about this opening one, Chocolate. It's caused problems for drivers in the past.
Yeah, even on the recce when you come back to it, and obviously we know it, but there's little marks on quite a few corners of who's gone where and stuff like that over the years. So, yeah, we know there's a lot of places we know where to be careful on, but still, around every corner there can be a new challenge or a new danger. So
even a new cow or a new goat.
Well, that's it. You just never know what you're going to get here.
Scotty, great to see you looking so relaxed. Enjoy the day. Let's wander along. It's one of the few places that the drivers can stop. Nicolas and Thierry just looking again very relaxed. Remember, joint leaders in the championship, but what was the decision? Why is Elvin first on the road? David Evans, I'm looking at David. He what, sorry?
He was first and sixth, and he was first and third.
There you go. So that's exactly why. Thierry, obviously, it's a rally that you've got some decent memories of. I'm just thinking, what's this on your front tyre? Is that just, what is that? It's just a stone. It's just a stone. Some good memories in the past of this rally, particularly that first podium all those years ago. What about this weekend, though? Was that a cough?
That was a cough.
What about this weekend? It is going to be a challenging second on the road, but you do have, obviously, Elvin, to create those lines for you.
Yeah, the challenge is going to be still pretty similar, but it's a different approach again this weekend, a different target. We know we have to fight against Elvin, we have to fight against Sebastian, but guys behind, back in the field, is going to be faster than us today, so the main target is to be ahead of both of them for a better road position for tomorrow.
Yeah, and maybe this rally isn't all about speed. It is quite a lot about experience and intelligence, because it's such a car-breaking rally.
It is definitely, but in the position we are today is going to be all about speed and and going as fast as possible, because if you have to open the road again on Saturday, Sunday is just too short to catch back any position.
First time we've seen the new aero. We've obviously got this little wing here, plus and this huge wing on the back. What do you think? You've obviously tested it. Obviously, it's an improvement on the previous one. Is it enough to give you that little extra edge?
I will tell you that by the end of the day.
I'll come and ask you. Best of luck. There we go. Nicholas Gill. So let's have a word with Nico. He's busy. I have to say, Nico, I do really. Come round this way, cameraman. Yeah, take your time round there. Obviously, you boys are busy. We won't get in your way. Let me see. What are these? Are these Ray-Ban sunglasses?
I think so, yes.
They're very cool.
Yeah, but I'm not linked to a brand. But in my hometown, the optician likes motorsport and is supporting me, so I'm linked with her and not with the brand.
But they're not prescription sunglasses, are they? Are they just plain sunglasses or prescription ones?
No, normal one. But I have blue eyes and I'm quite sensitive to the light, honestly, and I have to take care. If not, it's too aggressive for me. I like the sun, but it's too aggressive.
Quite right, too. You don't wear anything in the car, do you? Do you wear glasses at all in the car?
No, I don't like to wear something in the car because it's disturbing watching sometimes outside, very light, and darker inside. And if the difference between both is too big, it's disturbing me too much. So, but I think it's very personal as well.
I think it would take a lot to disturb you, Nico. You're very cool. Good luck this weekend. That's Nicholas Gill. So let's go a little further back. Come this way, Adrian. We'll take a little trotto on because... who's up there? Seb. You see that? You see that little figure up in the... is that Seb Ogier? I think it is. Just doing his exercises, warming up. We'll grab a word with Julien, though. Julien, you're looking as if you mean business this morning. That means you look focused, concentrated, ready to smash these stages.
Yeah, I'd like to see you going there and be like this, going to the beach. No, I'm kidding. Of course, everyone is well focused, and we enjoyed the last moment where we are a bit on the shade with low temperatures, because it will not be the same in few minutes. This is some stages that we know quite well, all of us. So we can expect some tight battles.
Seb's obviously, he's well experienced on these stages. He's the master of managing his tyres as well. Your tyre wear can be a very big issue. Do you expect to see tyre wear this morning, or is that more of an issue this afternoon?
No, it will be more this afternoon probably. Of course, the temperature is going to increase. Of course. The cars behind us will have a clean ground, so for them it will be harder than for the three in the front. But this morning should be okay about this. Always in this stage, this is so twisty that the issue for all the teams is to manage the engine temperature. But in this morning, I guess everyone will be okay.
Good. Best of luck, Julien. The engine temperature is a big problem. David, come in here, please, David. David Evans, our wonderful chief writer. Was it the first year of this generation of rally car when we came here and all of the cars had problems with the temperature? Was that 2017? I think it was, wasn't it? Remember that first morning? And they all struggled because they hadn't tested the new generation engines in heat like this, and obviously then there's the altitude.
No, they hadn't. Then, I mean, when we saw Volkswagen come in 2013, and they actually came out here and tested the Polo on these roads, but Toyota didn't. And really, it's all about experience. And yeah, you're right. Through 17 and 18, they had the same temperature issues. And then last year, of course, they had the problem with the alternator. Remember when we were around here and Jari-Matti came past us quite quickly on the road because he was trying to cool the alternator down and couldn't do it, and they retired.
Then there was fuel problems. Remember Hyundais? Remember Hayden Paddon and one or two others because of evaporation and the fuel feed. Can we expect these problems to maybe show their heads again today, or do you think those are all sorted?
You'd kind of like to think that now, what are we, year 4 of this? What are we, 17, 18, 19? Yeah, year 4. They've probably got them sorted. You would certainly hope so by now.
You would hope so, wouldn't you? There's the champ. Quick word, champ. Are you okay to have a very quick word? Good. Let's have a quick word with champ. Champ.
I am. Good morning.
Good morning to you. How are you feeling this morning? Have you got the rally head on this morning?
Yeah, I have because yesterday was a difficult day for me, and it's no way to make a race like this, so I need to focus on the race, and now I put that in the back of my mind.
For the next 2 or 3 days anyway. That's great to hear. Now, I was just asking Julian about tyre wear today, because we know that you're the master at preserving tyres. It could be a really big issue in terms of determining the result this weekend.
Well, I think It can be, but in Mexico normally you don't have such a very high tire wear. We have a bit less power than usually. The first pass is very sandy, very loose, so definitely tire wear will not be an issue. On the second pass, of course, it depends the tire choice you take. For sure, if you go full medium second pass, that might be difficult for tire wear. But let's see how the condition evolving and what we can do.
2 cars in front of you, is that enough to give you a chance this morning?
Let's say
2 or 3.
2 in front of me. I'm third, so I think at least that give me a chance for sure to be faster than them, and that's the plan. And what happened behind, then we will see.
Good luck, Seb.
Thank you.
I've got one question.
sorry.
When you run up there and you're all doing exercises, what are you trying to do? Is it just to get the blood pumping?
Well, yeah. No, but true. It's a wake up a bit, like all your muscle, all your sense, your reflex, a little bit move, and you know, I mean, it seems that we just sit in a car and turn the wheel, but still a lot of sense have to be awake when you want to drive at the limit.
There we go. Listen, thank you very much, champ. There are other drivers turning up, but we're going to head off into the stage and see these guys in action. So don't forget, 132 kilometres ahead of us today. It's going to be a cracker. Stay with us on dirtfish.com to keep on top of what is going to be a fabulous Friday here at Rally Mexico.